What's up, fellas? So if you're watching this, you're likely trying to lose weight and you're trying to get shredded, right? And that's something that I, have figured out a little bit. I'm not an insane, super jack guy, but some would say I know my stuff because I am a fitness coach, so it's kind of my job, right? And I wanted to go over a few things that are kind of a game changer when it comes to burning that fat. Whether you can be overweight and lose it this way, or you can be just kind of in a phase like me where you just want to cut down, you really want to lean down and get to that optimal weight, And here's things that have helped me kind of get from point A to point B. So I'm gonna start off with, I've always kind of struggled with, eating right, and I can eat a lot. Like literally whenever, like it says my maintenance calories are like 2,900, but I feel like my maintenance calories are like 5,000 because I can just eat. And if any of you guys are like that, this video is probably perfect for you. But let's get into it here. One of the biggest things that I don't see people talk about enough is when you have a meal plan, like say you have a nutrition coach or something like that, and they give you a meal plan, right? Your set goal is 260 grams of carbs, 150 grams of protein, and 65 grams of fat. That's about what I'm sitting at right now for about 2,400 calories. That's my deficit, about a 400, 500 calorie deficit. People kind of just take the carbs and the proteins and the fats, and they don't look for healthier options for those types of things, right? So that might be something you don't even really realize, like getting the right types of protein in, right? Making sure they go to the right areas. Like protein is a big one. Like you want your healthy, good protein, right? Like your chicken, your tuna. Like you don't want super fatty ones, like beef. Beef isn't the best. It's good, definitely bad, like not bad for you, but if you want the best, most optimal results, that's kind of what you got to chase. But just swapping out for whole foods in general. Like don't go and get one of those to-go meal preppy boxes that are like $5 that you can just microwave for 5 minutes. Like that's ultra processed, not great protein for you. Go get some whole foods, right? And like carbs, for example. Start, instead of eating these, which I'm probably going to mess up these later. Hopefully you guys can see that. The lighting is kind of poor right now, but whales, man. My freaking kryptonite right here. I go through these like crazy. Example of a carb-heavy food. A little fatty, too. Have a banana, man. I accidentally tore the stem off this one when I was grabbing it for this video, so I'm probably just going to eat it right now because it's pretty freaking good, and I like bananas. But swap out these processed foods you have for whole foods, man. Like, that's the biggest game changer with getting healthier and losing weight. You feel more full. These processed foods are designed for you to eat a lot of and not get tired of it. So that's why you're just going to eat more and more. This is natural. You're going to get a lot more nutrients out of this and more vitamins, dude. You get vitamins out of these carbs, and they're just empty carbs, right? So there's something called simple and complex carb. This, for example, is a complex carb because it's filled with different vitamins, minerals, right? That's what you want more in your diet rather than whales, which are just simple carbs, like wheat. That doesn't really have much vitamins or much use to you. But, yeah. Types of fats, for example. Avocados. A lot better for you than getting like super fatty oils. Avocado oil isn't horrible, but like the fats you see like on red meat. Avocados are definitely better and healthier fats. I would say, I'm trying to think of a bad example, but eggs have really good fat in them. Really good, healthy, most nutritious thing, one of the most nutritious things ever. And then this banana's messing up my speech. But start shopping for whole foods like that. You're going to lose weight, I guarantee you. Another thing you could do is step count. I reinforce it in all my fat loss videos. Get your steps in. If you're not getting 10K steps a day, you're not going to lose a lot of fat fast, right? Because steady state cardio is like actually the biggest game changer when it comes to losing and burning that fat that's just being stubborn, like that stubborn belly fat you still have, or you're just trying to lose weight in general. Walking is amazing because it doesn't elevate your heart rate as much, so it doesn't make your body go, oh, we're in trouble. We need to burn whatever we can. It'll be like, okay, we can use up this fat that we have stored up, right? So don't skip out on the step count. This banana's so good, dude. It's like perfectly ripe too. Another thing, protein. Are you guys hitting your protein? Do you guys have a set protein? You guys probably heard me stirring this earlier. This is what I need to eat to finish off my day. And this is the worst tasting way ever. And there's still chunks in it. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to drink it. You know why? Because I want to lose weight. And I also want to keep muscle while I lose weight. Because I don't want to shrink down and just get super skinny and then not have any muscle left on me. Then that kind of eliminates the point of looking better, right? So you want protein. If you're built kind of like me, you know, you're a little leaner, but you're not like insanely jacked, you're probably going to want about 1 gram per body weight. If you're heavy, like 300 pounds, likely that's not much muscle. That's maybe 180, 190 pounds of muscle max, you know. So I would say that's where you'd probably need maybe like 190, 200 grams of protein. But there is a benefit if you want to up your protein intake, because it'll keep you fuller for longer, right? I struggled a lot at the beginning of my cut because I had my body weight in protein, which isn't bad, but I should have had more. Like I definitely could have used more, you know, because it keeps you full. And that's one thing on the cut. Like right now I am not full. This will hopefully get me full so that I can go to bed and not think about these whales that are sitting in front of me, right? But I guess I can't really always control that. So just manage that. Make sure you're tracking. And for the last thing I kind of want to get into, get in a calorie deficit, man. Like, the only way to lose weight is to be in a calorie deficit. And it can happen naturally without you knowing, or it can happen when you track it, right? I recommend like a 300 to 500 calorie deficit, right? So if you don't know how to track, okay, what is my maintenance, to subtract the calories from that. Subtract. You're going to want to take your body weight. There's plenty of calculators. Look up like a maintenance calorie calculator. They're everywhere. And then go on a 300 to 500 calorie deficit from that. And you can use apps like Chronometer, MyFitnessPal, all this stuff to track your foods and set goals for yourself that I used a lot in the beginning. If you can't like afford a coach or anything. So if you guys are thinking of getting help with any of that stuff, that's what I do. So feel free to book a call, see if we're a good fit. But that's definitely not what was I going to say? I completely lost my train of thought. But you don't need to be in an insane calorie deficit, like an 1,000 calorie deficit. That's not what I was pointing out. You need to be in a deficit where you can lose fat. So literally, like, I did a 400 calorie deficit to start off. And then if it's a little easy, up it more. If it's a little hard, lower. Just constantly be in that deficit and you're going to be okay, right? But if you're in a deficit, think about this. You start off with a pound of fat. If you want to lose a pound of fat, you're going to want to burn about 3,500 calories to burn 1 pound of fat. So that would be, if you're in a deficit for 500 calories a day, by the end of the week, you've lost a pound of fat. So kind of sawed that, and I was like, okay, this is good. I need to use this in my video. But it's a hack, man. So go in a deficit, and if you have a refeed day, don't go crazy on it. It's okay to have a cheat meal every now and then, but 1 cheat meal a week. Don't go insane. But that's pretty much all I got for you. I'm gonna frickin' chug this down. There we go. You saw it right there. This is plant-based protein, the worst tasting protein I've ever had. Please do not get this. Stick with optimal nutrition or optimum. I don't know. Stick with your way. Don't go with this stuff. It tastes terrible. But anyways, guys, you guys have a great rest of your day, and keep grinding. Cheers.